Well, good evening, everybody. Great to see so many out. I said to Jen, it'll probably be a little lighter tonight because of the temperature. But whenever you have a star, everybody wants to come out. We were talking the other day, and he said, Dick, I'm going to be a YouTube rock star. Oh, well, when we first came to SMH about 4 years ago, one of the very first people to greet us was Elmer. And if there isn't a day that goes by that I don't see Elmer someplace in this building. He's everywhere. And I'm sure all of you know and have... Well, I don't know about that.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You're a famous guy. That's what, or infamous, one of the two. Now, I told you last time, I hope you brought a lunch for tonight. And I was thinking this afternoon, I misspoke. I should have had you bring your PJs so that, because with this man, once he starts telling you stories, it's hard to stop.
Can I start with a joke?
Can you start with a joke? Well, you can do anything you want. Go ahead.
All right. I'll tell you about a farm joke. The farmer had a gentleman come from the Department of Agriculture. He says, I want to check your farm. Now, the farmer said, you can't go in that field. No. But the guy says, I have a card. The farmer went back to work, and pretty soon he heard him screaming, and the bull was chasing him. So he said, show him your card.
Oh, my. All right, let's open up with a word of prayer. Father, we thank you so much for this evening, for the opportunity to get to know Elmer better and to hear how you've worked in his life. We pray that you would be glorified in our time together tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, we'll start off with our usual hymn of Great is Thy Faithfulness. Now, usually when we're going to interview people, I have a set of like 50 questions. I showed these to Elmer, and he said, I don't need those. And he was probably the only guy I know that I totally agreed. He doesn't need any kind of questions because he knows how to talk.
I don't write anything down.
Don't write anything down. Well, he's here tonight, so that's good. That's good. All right, let's start off. Tell us a little about your family, where you were born.
Oh, my. Born on Deep Run Road, Percy, Pennsylvania, to a family of 12 children.
12.
No electricity till about 38, maybe.
Wow.
All we had was a tiny coal stove, and that made a little bit of heat going upstairs. But it was so cold upstairs, the windows all frosted shut in the wintertime.
Whoa.
Now, I was born in 31, and the windows got all closed up. You couldn't even see out. What's good about it? We just had to put one blanket on, another blanket, and flannel sheets.
Yeah. Oh,
So we stayed warm.
Yeah. Well, I would think with 12 kids in the family, basically you just slept in the same bed.
Yeah, I slept 3 in a bed.
3 in a bed, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what did your dad do? Was he a farmer?
Yes, but he always had a truck. The first truck he had was a Model A Ford, which probably only hauled 15 tons, 1,500 pounds of coal. And he went up to Makwa, to the coal mine. Probably took him all day because he had to go over the Blue Mountain to get there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And so, after a while, he got a bigger truck. Then he got a bigger truck. And then he hauled feed from Philadelphia to Dublin feed mill.
Huh.
And I went with him a couple times. And yes.
What was it like? Well, first, how about your mom? Was she a quieter lady, or was she?
She was a hard worker.
Hard worker.
Yeah, especially with the 12 children.
Yeah, I guess so.
But we didn't all live there at the same time.
Okay.
Because the older ones left.
Well, you said something about Ella May.
Ella May was like a second mother to me. She...
Now, she was what, number, out of the 12, she was like number 3, I think?
Yeah, 3 oldest, I was 3rd youngest.
Okay.
So I got to tell you something about Ella May.
Okay, what about her?
I pooped in my pants, and she did not like that. So she took me down to the creek and washed me with a broom. She was really...
Is there anyone here too young
that.
for this kind of joke, sir?
Of course, we had no electricity. And then one day...
Well, what'd you use for, like lights in the house?
Oh, lanterns.
Lanterns.
Or lights with a boat with a shade on them.
Oh, okay.
And they made a little bit of light.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, talking about that, my mother would come out to the barn and help milk the cows. We had little 25-watt bulbs, and you couldn't see very well.
I guess not.
So my older brothers are out playing around with the neighbor's boy. So the first one that came in the door, Mom grabbed him, and she got the wrong one. She got the neighbor boy. Anyway.
Yeah, your family wasn't too well liked by the neighbors then, I guess, right?
Our lane was 200 yards long. And
what'd you do in this, like with the snow? I mean, when you had heavy snow.
Oh, we had to shovel it or...
wow.
My last car my dad had was a 37 Buick, 7-passenger.
Okay.
It must have weighed 2 tons.
Yeah.
Because we'd buck into the snow and back up. You didn't shovel unless you had to. No.
Oh, it became like a plow then, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
One time, here in the 30s, it was 11 below.
Wow.
Yes, 11 below.
Yeah, you can tell. Most people, I have to have leading questions kinds of things. With Elmer, I just said, tell us about your family. And probably the next half hour, I don't have to say anything at all.
So anyway, we only milked about 20 cows by hand. And the milk truck came every day. Now, milk weighs 8.6 pounds a gallon. So the cans were 10 gallon. So they were pretty heavy. So
86 pounds,
we always
yeah.
had two men lift it up because it was 86 pounds plus the can. So he came every day.
Well, now, like, were you a guy that milked the cows, or?
Oh, yeah, we had to milk the cows. Oh, yes.
Well, whenever you have 12 people in the family, does, like, everybody work in the barn?
Well, the older ones left. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did anybody stay on the farm?
Yes, some of the younger
ones.
My brother Warren, he worked on a farm at just off of Stump Road. It's called Huntsberger Farm. So one day he said, I got to go down and milk this cow, which of course they had no milk machines. Got to milk this cow. She's on test. So we weighed her milk, and so I was about 7 or 8, and I asked him if I could go with him. Yeah, I could go along. So I held the cow's tail.
That was not a smart move, was it?
Woof! Direct hit. She didn't miss me. He took me in the milk house, took my clothes off, and hosed me down with a hose. I'll never forget that.
It sounds like you have an affection for cow's manure.
What?
Yes. Well, anyways. Now, you told me that you were on the farm for a while, until like about 12.
I was hired out when I was 12 years old, and I got fired when I was 12 years old.
Wait a minute. You were fired when you were 12 years old?
Yeah, I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably you talked too much on the job.
What?
No, you didn't. No. Well, was that typical? Kids were farmed out that they had to work on another farm?
Oh, yeah, because Pop had so many boys, and stayed with the family, and I finished school.
Oh, so
Yeah.
how far did you go in school?
Eighth grade. Yeah.
And so you...
8th grade, yeah.
And Smith School, I think you
Walked, well, when I went to Deep Run School, that was a mile each way.
Uphill.
And we used to carry the water from a building right opposite the church.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1746, the Deep Run Church was started. And of course, it had no cellar, and it had beautiful stones in there. And we took them out and put them in the new building, which was built in 47 and 48. Only $80,000, that's all.
To build that whole church?
Yep, it was a big stone brick building.
Now,
Yes.
Deep Run is east and west.
We went east.
East. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, growing up, what would you say was like a happy time for you? I mean, when you look back at when you were growing up, was there a time when you said
Oh,
that you had so much fun?
yeah. Another thing, we had a man that went to Goshen College, and I think he was a professor of music, because he went around to the churches and taught them how to sing, like do, re, mi, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
So then, at church, we would sit in the front. Oh, I don't know how many, 15, 20 kids, all about 7 or 8 years old. And we would sing choruses. And funniest thing was the chorister, his false teeth used to drop down. Yeah, but he taught us, oh my. I remember one song that he taught us. One door and only one, yet its sides are two. I'm on the inside. Which side are you? Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of people know that song.
I enjoyed going to church. And then one day we got electricity. We were on top of the world.
Well, now you know how kids today feel when they have their phones.
Oh, my. And then we had home, what do you call them?
Home harvest.
Home harvest services
Harvest home. That's
in August. And
how many remember Harvest Home? Oh, wow.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Had harvest home services. Yep. And then every New Year's Eve, of course, this church had no microphones, and it had very good acoustics, if you know what that is. You know what acoustics are? Anyway, we would have this every year we had this New Year's Eve song service. Oh, it used to ring in there, and people come from all over. The church was filled up, probably 350 people maybe.
Wow.
And, oh, it would just ring in there.
Yeah. Did you like to sing?
Oh, I loved it.
Loved it, yeah.
I used to, when I drove tractor trailer, I used to sing to myself to stay awake.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now, so you finished up, you were fired from that one job. Now you go back home, and you've graduated from school, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Did you have a paid job, or did you go?
Yeah, I got a job working with the Masons. I was about 17.
Where you put like stones and things.
Yeah.
That kind of
Mix
thing.
the mud for the plasters. Mud!
Yeah.
I hated it. So anyway, one time the guy was building a stone chimney. Of course, I had to carry the stones up. Oh, that's not the right one. Got to go down and get another one.
So your years of being a mason were not too long.
Oh my, we mixed mud. Oh my goodness. Cinder block houses, and some of them cinder block, oh my goodness, they weren't dried out. Oh,
Well, now, how old would you have been when you were doing this? In your teens?
17, 18.
18? And you told me that when you got your paycheck, what'd you do with it?
Papa got it. So I
When
could
he
have
told-
more babies.
Yeah. When he told me this, how many of you worked and you gave your paycheck to your parents?
See that? Oh yeah.
Wow.
And
I'm glad I wasn't Mennonite until later.
when I worked for the Masons, I only made some like $3 an hour. So I'd come home with a check of $70, $75. That was a lot of money.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bought a lot of groceries.
Yeah.
Oh, when you went to the store, you know what prices are now. $10 bill filled a big grocery bag.
Yeah.
And it was mostly oatmeal, fruit cocktail, and a big thing we ate a lot was rice pudding.
Ooh.
And Mom would take a big thing and put a couple of cups of rice in there, put some sugar in. On Sunday morning, we come home from church, here it was already cooked to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Wow.
And then
Boy,
we used to
feeding 12 kids. I can't imagine.
When
Well,
we
you
had-
said
what?
some were gone, but feeding a family that big.
Oh, yes. Well, Mom baked the bread for a while, and then after a while we got the bread man to come. He carried in, oh my goodness, I don't know how many loaves. And the refrigerator, that got 25 pounds of ice.
Oh, okay. So you had an
See?
ice box thing.
Got no
Yeah.
electricity, see?
Oh, yeah, sure. They wouldn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what's your favorite meal? I mean, what was
Oh, my. I think oyster soup was probably the best. Dad would come home with a burlap bag, and I don't know how many were in there, a bunch. And then he'd break them open, and we had oyster pudding, oyster soup. Yes. We ate oyster soup till it come out of our ears. And then,
It's expensive now.
yeah, so Mother would take a big boiler, and she'd put cornmeal in it. And we ate that the first meal hot. Oh my goodness, it tasted to nothing. It's terrible. Well, then when it cooled off, you sliced it and you heated it up, and that's what's called mush.
Oh, mush.
Put molasses on it or anything, something like
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah.
We were just talking about this. I don't know, Joan. Were we talking about this? I think the other night about mush. I had never even heard of mush. I think. See, in Pittsburgh, we thought we were more civilized, but we weren't. We weren't. So, but now, so you grew up. You were a Mason, and about how into your 20s did you do Masons into your 20s? Being a Mason?
Yeah, I didn't want to be a Mason.
Yeah. Well,
So
then what? What happened after
I
that?
left there and I went to work on a farm, bigger farm.
Bigger farm.
35 cows.
Okay, so you milk and everything, huh? So you know how to do.
Shovel the manure.
Yeah.
It was so dumb. We shoveled it up and then put it out in a pile. Then we had to shovel it up again. Not very efficient.
No, doesn't sound too efficient.
So I used to go down at 5 o'clock, and often the cows were waiting to come in. Sometimes, if they weren't there, I had to call them. Hey! Used to call them. They'd come, and the cows made a path. Now, deer do that.
Yeah.
They make a path where they walk, and that's what the cows did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, since they were registered cattle, all of them had a name. I knew some of them, but not all of them. One time I was milking Lucille. Lucille just had a calf. So the first milk is colostrum.
Yeah.
So we milk that out, and I was almost finished, and she goes like this. She wanted that. I gave it to her. She drank it. Recycling in those days.
Elmer, you're such a forerunner of everything here. Were any of the cows named Elmer?
What?
Any of the cows named Elmer?
No.
No. Oh,
No.
So you're at this farm, and did you see yourself being a farmer the rest of your life?
No. Tell you why. Because the money I earned didn't pay the bills. Because I had a couple children. But no, not really.
Yeah.
I was married in 52.
Okay, now, so you married, who'd you marry?
What?
What was your wife's name?
Alice.
Alice. Where'd you meet her?
At church. One day I looked at her and I said, "That's the one!"
You guys, is that the way you met your wife?
But we were married. We were both 20 years old.
20.
So Dad had a sign for me. And I remember I said, "Pop, when I get married." He frowned a little bit, and he didn't think much of it. Because he had a sign for me. So I became a daddy at 21 years old.
Well, how would you describe your marriage? A good one, or?
Oh, we were opposites, me and Alice. I talked too much, and she didn't talk enough. So one time, she got to go give blood. And the guy says, "Do you exercise a lot?" "No." "Well, your heart rate is only 54. "Oh, my." So you went to the hospital and got checked out. Here, only half of her heart was working. And she lived, I don't know, she had 6 babies already, I think. I don't know.
Wow.
But yes, her heart was only working half. I can't believe it.
Well, when did you move here?
2018.
18. Was Alice still living then?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
She died in 2022.
So she was what, in her late 80s? 90? Let's see.
She was
Be around that age.
She was almost 90.
Yeah.
Not quite.
So even though sounds like half her heart wasn't working, she was able to live to 90 years old.
Oh,
wow.
my. Then she got a pacemaker, and the first one went 10 years.
Huh.
Then she got a better one, it was like a Cadillac. And they would call her, and she'd put on a couple gadgets, and they could check it over the telephone.
It out. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
she died with one in her body. I wonder if it's still working.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends upon if it's those ever-ready
But,
battery things, I guess.
And she was a farm girl, and I was a farm boy.
Oh, she grew up on a farm, so she understood.
Oh, yeah.
She understood.
She worked on the farm. She helped. Oh, my. We cut the corn by hand, and then we husk it and put it on piles, and then the fodder got stacked up, and then we took the corn in. We had a big corn crib. So one year we had a bumper crop. Oh, my goodness. And we only had like 6 or 8 acres maybe. But then later on, my dad rented a farm, and we had a lot more. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so you're working on the farm now. When did you start transitioning over to driving?
What?
When did you change over to be a driver of?
Oh, my. I'm not sure.
In your 20s?
No.
No?
No.
30s?
I was probably in my 20s.
Uh-huh.
We used to go to farms, and we had a truck with a corn sheller mounted on it. Mm-hmm. And we would go to farms and shell the corn out.
Okay.
I still remember we did one farm down Jacksonville Road. 10,000 bushels.
Oh, wow.
We shelled out of that man's corn crib.
Man.
Of course, we had to shovel it onto a chain thing and carried it up into the sheller. Mm-hmm. And we loaded it on trucks, or sometimes we loaded it on a tractor trailer. And there were only little ones, a single axle tractor and a single axle trailer.
Okay.
Now the trailer had 2 places in the floor that you opened up, and then when you got it unloaded, you would shoot it down the chute, but you still had to shovel some of it, not much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, now, when did you start driving tractor trailer kinds of things?
Oh, well, I drove then when we were shelling.
Oh, shelling.
Yeah, I drove then some, and
so
yeah.
Now, when we first met, when I told you I was from Pittsburgh, and you talked about, I drove through Pittsburgh. What kind of stuff did you drive out there?
I hauled steel out to Pittsburgh.
Ah.
Reinforcing rods one day I took out there.
Yeah, talk about this story. This story, I think, is a great example of how God works in your life and you don't even know it. Tell them what you did.
Oh, I crashed with a load of steel on. But before I left that morning, I didn't think it was tight enough. So they were drop-over tighteners. Mm-hmm. I had a pipe about this long, and I could put all that leverage on there. They were so tight they didn't move.
Yeah. So go ahead.
One day I went up to the steel mill in Bethlehem, which we loaded up, and we loaded 24 hours a day. So that was back in the 70s. And they had IBM cards, and it said 40 pieces, 45 feet long. Sure enough, they couldn't find one. And there I sat for hours and hours and hours. Mm-hmm. And I hauled a lot of steel piling. You know what that is?
What?
Drive it in the ground.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Washington, D.C. is sitting on steel piling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when on that one where you tightened up the pipes and things, and that's where you had your accident.
Yeah, yeah. Good Lord was with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going straight, head on, right? Or wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day I went up to the steel mill, and we have 2 beams going to the Harbor Tunnel, Baltimore. They're 72 feet long. I said, this is no problem. I loved it. I wish it would have been longer yet. A load of 2 of them, 10 ton apiece. And they were for the second Harbor Tunnel at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Longer the better.
Yeah. Well, in this accident, it was a head-on, and so you stop, but if the pipes behind you are not tight, Newton's first law of motion
wouldn't be
says
here.
an object in motion keeps on moving.
You would not be here.
No.
No.
He would be annihilated.
But I have to say that God protected me, and I know God's been good to me. Mm-hmm. And so I had a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something funny. Mack truck has a bulldog on the front of the cab.
Right?
So this one guy thought, I put a turnbuckle in his head, and then I put two lights in his eyes, and when he passed it, he'd turn the head on you. Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, my goodness.
You truckers have a strange kind of humor.
And then another gentleman had a Mack, and every time he got to a hill, it wouldn't pull. So he stopped. He put a hanky over the bulldog's eyes so he couldn't see the hills coming. Yes, he actually did that. And then there was dangerous driving, especially ice. Snow, I didn't care. But ice, oh my. One night I was going north. I was loaded with 46,000 pounds. And it was icy. And so I did about 30 to 35 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's smart.
And when it's real cold, it freezes under the bridges.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
Well, now, as you were raising your family, were you, being a trucker, were you
I'll tell you
gone?
about the steel mill.
Oh, okay.
The men at the steel mill, you'd see them coming in the second shift, 3 o'clock, barely moving. So we had the steel was stacked outside in the open, and they had little shanties where they sat down. First thing, they sat in their butt for 15 minutes. So we start loading the truck. We got about 5 or 8 pieces on, and it's break time, the first one, 5 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. And so the reason they're out of business is every man got paid to get washed up, change his clothes, which is a half-hour company time.
Ah.
Yes.
Sounds like you have no time for Bethlehem Steel.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
And we loaded out around the clock. Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
At night, early in the morning. And the most dangerous job at the steel mill was the man that worked around the hot steel.
Oh, yeah.
And he wore a heavy coat, like a winter coat.
Yep.
He wore a hat, was all wool. And the steel was probably 2,800 to 3,000 Fahrenheit. Yes.
Yeah.
Dangerous job.
So now you hauled steel, and you also hauled something else.
I want to tell you something else.
Okay.
They had a hospital at the steel plant in case somebody got hurt. Oh, yes.
That's a smart idea.
One time I fell off a truck, and I went in there, and I got checked out. And yes.
Yeah.
And one time I loaded a huge coil light. It weighed 30 tons. And they used that to roll out the hot tin plate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they used.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and that went to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. So you
Coldest place I've ever been. Oh, my goodness. Especially when the wind came in off the
lake. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you drove. Now, would you have driven? Like, how far west would you have driven?
Oh, I hauled a couple loads of pigs. They came from. One was Indiana, the other one was Illinois. I think I didn't like that.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
One thing happened when we got all these guys started hauling them. My boss used to buy a young sow, and he would buy that. Well, they couldn't get her off the truck, so they put a bucket over her head and backed her off.
You're a real problem solver. I'm much.
So I worked at a slaughterhouse for about 2 years, so I didn't like it.
Didn't like that.
I did the slaughtering of the animals. I was nasty.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, the beef tail made good soap. Good food, good soup. The beef tail.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
oxtail.
man. And then the necks of the turkeys, they were great for soup. Oh, yes.
Wow. Well, now, you also drove for Rosenbergers, correct?
Yes.
Were you tankers, or like milk tankers, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started out with small one, only held 40,000 pounds. And then we got 6,000 gallons, which was over 50,000 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And we would go to Reading sometimes when we had too much milk. So on a Saturday, my boss sent me up there with a trailer load, and here they were broke down. What they did, they made powdered milk.
Oh, powdered milk, yeah.
They had a huge chamber where they pumped the milk in, and then as it fell down, it dried. That's how hot it was.
Yeah.
And Hershey Foods bought a lot of milk from them, dried milk.
You told me about they had bought a tanker that also had chocolate in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
My boss thought, oh boy, I bought this truck for only $5,000. It was a piece of junk.
But it had chocolate in it.
At one time, probably hauled the chocolate to Hershey. Probably.
But see, then when you put Rosenberger's milk in there, guess what you had? Chocolate milk.
And then I started hauling frozen food. It was French bread pizza, and I had to go to New York City. The first time I went up, of course, I didn't know my way around, but I had a Rand McNally map that had every street in New York City was on there. That's how I got around. One day I was crossing the George Washington Bridge, and I had to go south. I got down to Central Park. Hey, I can't go through there. So I turned right. There was a sign, Metropolitan Avenue. That's what I want. Went right down Metropolitan Avenue, past the Met. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I wouldn't think driving in New York City would attract a trip.
I unloaded off the street because they had no dock. They were just small stores.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I always put my rig into the traffic. If it had been the other way, they'd run over and kill you.
Sure. Yeah.
So now, where do you turn around with a 48-foot trailer?
Good idea. Good question.
Oh, my. What do I do? So I went down the street a little bit. Big, wide street. Made a big U-turn. Of course, I looked, nothing's coming. Big U-turn. And I used to drive the way they drove. Because I drove one-way streets and I don't know what all.
So you're basically a criminal now, right?
Oh, my. And then they love to write tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Well, tell you what, let's change it a little bit. Now, in your work life or whatever, was there anybody that was like an encourager, or somebody that was a really good boss for you, or somebody that helped you out a lot?
I don't know. One thing about driving tractor trailer was I never would go down a mountain, which I never traveled, at night.
Ooh.
Never.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know.
Yeah.
Probably a late bridge down the bottom, and I couldn't get across.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So one time, I loaded a steam boiler in Buffalo, and I put it on a drop trailer because that kept the center of gravity down here. But I had another trailer, it was up here. That would have upset in 5 minutes. So, loaded on what they call a low boy trailer. I came down the road about 4 inches off the highway. It weighed 30 tons.
Oh, wow.
It had a 54-inch outlet where the steam came out. Went to a power plant, York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Now, you've done, in your life, you've done a lot of things. Is there any one that you'd say was your favorite kind of job?
Oh, driving tractor trailer.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my, yes.
Were you always by yourself when you're driving tractor?
What?
Were you by yourself?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want nobody with me because I could do whatever I wanted. If I was sleepy, I'd pull over, and I wouldn't shut the engine off, and I'd be half asleep. Oh, the motor is running and it's moving. I can't. Oh, my goodness. Scared me to death. Yes.
Well, probably it's a good idea you were by yourself.
What?
It's probably a good idea you drove by yourself.
Oh, I used to sing to myself.
Yeah.
To stay awake. Mm-hmm. Above the engine noise. So that's why I have to sing so loud. Yes.
Yeah. Well, now, as you lived, did you develop like any hobbies or any?
Oh, playing baseball.
Baseball, huh?
Oh, I want to tell you about church life.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. The Deep Run Church where I went to was built in 1746.
Wow.
And in 47 and 48, we tore it down, which some people thought it was not a good idea. So we built a new building,
Yeah.
brick building. We had a lot of labor, a lot of that donated labor, and only spent $80,000. It held probably 300 people, maybe. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you enjoy that church? Do you remember any of the pastors
yeah.
or ministers?
Oh, yes.
Anybody, any bishops or?
We had little boxes at the door where you dropped your money in.
Ah.
A lot of times just dollar bills.
Ah. Huh?
But sometimes the farmers got sheriffed way back in early 1900s.
Wow.
Because they didn't have the cash flow to pay their bills.
So when you say sheriff, you're talking about they took their farm.
Oh yeah, yep.
Wow.
And then they would sell it, and probably a couple $1,000.
Oh.
Probably.
Wow.
I know one man bought one in 1915.
Huh.
Oh, also, I have up in my room, I have a marriage certificate of my parents in 1919. My mother was only 19 years old. Do you believe that? Yes.
Wow. Yeah. That leads us into a little bit further with regard to, like, what do you like to do for, like, your growing spiritually? I mean, are you a Bible reader?
Oh, yes. I'm going through my Bible the second time right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you reading right now? You talk to me
Genesis.
about it.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Now, are you a kind of guy that spends a lot of time in prayer?
Oh, some.
Some? Yeah.
Oh, some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sing like hymns. Do you like singing hymns and things?
Oh, I used to sing in a men's quartet.
Yeah.
Men's group.
Yeah.
About 50 men, maybe.
Oh, wow.
All the four parts. Bass, tenor, what's the other one? Anyway.
Yeah.
And tenor, first tenor. Mm-hmm. Oh, that sounded good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, Elmer's favorite verses are from Psalm 23, verses 1 to 3. You probably know them. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restores my soul. And, one of the things that I was just reading this morning is about remembering. And as we've talked, could you get a little more water from them? Thank you. As we've talked, you can tell he remembers stuff. He doesn't write it down, right?
Another thing about church life was we had 3 ministers, and then we had, I think, 2 deacons. And the one deacon was a farmer, and he'd fall asleep. Poor guy. He was tired.
Yeah, sure.
And my parents, us children, we wanted to do something, and Mom and Pop wanted to sleep on a Sunday afternoon. Sun shining bright.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. But
oh my!
But you kept going to church, didn't you? I mean, that didn't stop
yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
So the church had no basement, and so we had like ramps on both sides, and the men sat there.
thank you.
The men sat on the roofs,
One
and the
side.
women sat in the middle. And the Mennonites were known for excellent singing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even when we sing here, the singing is just amazing. It's great. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
But the New Year's evening sing we had, oh, that was great. Mm-hmm. That just rang in there.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it great to be able to remember things? I mean, we now we're getting to the age where we forget stuff, and that's normal. But God gives us the ability to have memories of things that, were important to us as we go through, and that's obviously what God has done for you. You know, now you look at your life. What would you like people to remember about you when you're gone?
I don't know. I talk too much.
So I can see on his
A lot
gravestone.
of these people here, I know their first names.
That's good.
I don't know how many, but quite a few of them. I know their first names.
That's good. On his
Yeah.
gravestone, it's going to have, I know you thought I talked too much, but I'm quiet here. So,
Now, it was challenging sometimes when we had no electricity. Mm-hmm. Got a bath once a week. Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot of people remember that.
and you've gone through some tough times, some hard things,
Oh, yes.
as most of us here
My
have.
mother, when Pearl Harbor was bombed, she was sitting at the radio and crying. I said, "Mom, what's the matter?" And she told me. She had already gone to flu epidemic in 1918, and then flu epidemic, and something else.
Spanish flu, maybe?
What?
Spanish flu, sometime?
Yeah,
Yep.
I forget. Anyway, she would, if I had a problem, she would come and pray with me in my room. I'll never forget that.
And, you know, Elmer told me that early when we were talking together. You know, the absolute importance of praying for our kids and our grandkids. You know, right now, let's face it, we're at an age where we're not going to farm, we're not going to drive trucks or anything like that. But we can still pray. And that is what can change your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, if we take the time and do it.
I don't want to boast, but I don't write anything down. That's all by my memory.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know,
Yeah.
we always
One
take.
time at the table, we were eating, and I said, "I should have been a doctor." My daughter Kathy popped up, "Dad, you wouldn't have any patience." Oh my!
Well, your kids really knew you. I'll tell you that.
Putting her every meal we probably spilled water. You know that.
Oh,
And my wife was a very good baker, very good. After a while, she stopped baking bread. We would go to Quakertown and pick up day-old bread. Saved money.
save money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, this to hear your stories is just really fun.
The
Appreciate
most
you
fun
being
one I
with.
had was driving tractor-trailer.
Yep.
Oh, man, I loved it.
That's good.
I drove a lot at night. Oh, my.
Why did you drive at night?
Best time to
Oh,
drive.
yeah.
And the diesel engine worked better with the cool air
Oh, yeah.
than the hot air.
Mm-hmm.
Worked much better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I remember going through Bethlehem, down to Wyandotte Hill. Well, if you wouldn't have brakes at the bottom, you'd be crashing.
Yeah.
I went up and down there I don't know how many times. Then coming back up, oh my goodness, with 6,000 gallons of milk, oh, you're down about 2-3 gears.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like you love driving trucks.
Oh, I love
But
tractor.
you love the Lord, and that's the most
Yeah.
important thing. So, if you look on the back of the sheet, you'll see Elmer's favorite hymn. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. That's a
I'll
great.
tell you something else.
One more. Story. Go ahead.
I didn't tell you what I used to haul. One time I hauled a load of toilet paper, assorted colors. A whole trailer took out to New Jersey. And then one day I loaded a trailer load of toasted cheese sandwiches. And they went to a school warehouse in Rhode Island. And the cheese was just hot enough to stick to the bread. That's all. And so I figured out one time I had like thousands of sandwiches on it. 50 boxes on a skid, 22 skids. Oh my goodness. Yes.
All right.
Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. Well, thanks a lot for coming tonight. Next month, we get to spend time with Paul and Alma Yothers. It'll be a fun kind of thing. I'll learn how to actually fillet steaks and things from Paul. And Alma may teach me how to play the piano. So that'll be a very interesting time together. And let's see what else is happening. Let's see, that's March and April. If everything works out, we'll be able to spend time with the other Jim Moyer, the one from the villa. Jim Moyer, he's agreed to come. And then, Lord willing, we're going to have a person that can say what Elmer said tonight was true or not. We're going to have Marion Nice.
We have a coach driver here. And you know, they didn't split in the middle where a tractor trailer.
Okay.
Split, turn.
Well, you didn't have anybody in the tractor trailer anyway, so it didn't matter, right? So we have some really interesting, as Elmer's was, and you can tell he has so many stories, they're still pouring out. So if you want to hear more stories, more than welcome to come on up.
Oh, I got to tell you something. My father used to have mules.
Okay.
And so I would help him, took the fertilizer out of a 167-pound bag and put it in a coal bucket for the corn planter.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who lifted them around. I didn't. But and they probably only used 300 pounds of the acre, probably.
Yeah.
And then one time I hauled seed out of 701 South Front, Philadelphia. It was in the spring of the year. I went down there. I loaded 2 stops of grass seed for Boston, Massachusetts. Now, I'd never been up there. So I figured out, but I had to go Route 1 all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
And the upper part of New York, Bronx, New York, it was cobblestones. which they used in the ships when they came to America.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes. Amazing.
So you're bouncing around there pretty good.
So, and then when I got to Boston, I asked for directions. I didn't know they talked funny. The officer, my dad said, "Come, get off at Knob Station." What? Knob Station. Okay. They parked the car. And they're going to the potty. They dropped the R's. Why? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when people come to this area, there's certain dialects that,
Yes.
they have certain ways of speaking.
Oh, in the church, sometimes we sang German. I used to know something goes wrong,
Yeah.
but I couldn't read it. It looked like chicken scratching. So one of my nephews did a background check of the Detweilers. He went back to 1600,
Wow.
and there was one gentleman. His name was Hans. I guess you know where he came from, don't you? Yes, Hans.
Yeah, so you're of German descent. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's pray. Father, thanks so much for our time together tonight. Thank you, Lord, for Elmer, for the experiences you've given him. Thank you for protecting him and guiding his steps. We pray, Lord, that we would be people of prayer, and we'd be praying for our kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids, that they would follow you. Thanks again for this time together tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thanks so much again.
Thank you.